Welcome to the Albina Ministerial Alliance Coalition for Justice and Police Reform Press Conference. We thank you for coming this morning.
Good morning. I'm Joanne Hardesty, and I'm the president of the NAACP Portland branch and a steering committee member of the Albina Ministerial Alliance Coalition for Justice and Police Reform. I stand today in solidarity with the community in disappointment and frustration at a lack of accountability of our local police department. I hope that we have a majority of the city council who feels as strongly as we do that it is unacceptable to have Frashour or the Portland Police Bureau in any capacity. And all you need is a majority of the city council to say that we're going to appeal the Oregon Court of Appeals decision. They could do that, but they've been woefully silent so far. While Officer Frashour is the latest Portland police officer to be returned to duty, he is by no means the only Portland police officer who should not be wearing a Portland police officer uniform. We have many examples. Officer Betsy Hornstein and Sergeant Jason Lyle, L-I-L-E, are still on the force in uniform, even though they lied to the courts that Ty Grew attempted to murder them. That young man would be spending 30 years in jail had not community video exonerated him. But yet, we still wait for the city council, for the IAD, the police investigative unit, and for the so-called IPR to investigate why those officers are still in uniform. Yet they still are on the street. They still are supposedly community police officers. We also have Officer David McCarthy and Matthew Husband. You may remember those two because those were the ones that handcuffed the 9-year-old girl, put her in a squad car, took her down to jail, fingerprinted her, and then told her mother to get on the bus to come and get her. They've never been charged with anything. Yet I can't imagine having those police officers interacting with my children or any children in our community. In the case of Aaron Campbell, every police officer that was involved in that tragedy had their arbitration overturned. They're all on the police force today. They're all operating in our community. That is absolutely not acceptable. And I want to also join in the compliments for Sam Adams, our former mayor, who was the first mayor that showed real leadership in attempting to keep a fired police officer fired. I don't share the joy with our current mayor because he right away said he's coming back to the job. Well, why is he not appealing? It can't be because of the cost, because we're already paying a lot of money to Chicago people to look over Portland Police Bureau to see if they are reforming. And so it can't possibly be about the money. Why are they just buckling and just allowing this guy to come back on the force? As community members, we should be fearful when any of these police officers that have been named show up on our doorstep. And I certainly don't encourage people to call the police. If you have a mental health emergency, you have a mental health number that you call. Do not call the police. They are not the ones you want to call in that kind of situation.